Hey, you. Yes, you. You want to be social and you haven't been social in a while? Hold on, let me get focused. Okay, I should be good now, should be good. So you want to be social and you have not been social in a long time. Maybe you have social anxiety. Maybe you can talk to everybody, but you can't talk to women. Maybe you're terrified of talking to people. Maybe you've been married and you just got divorced and you don't really know how to do the dating thing again. This is what we're going to talk about today, but we're going to talk about it in a very strategic way. There's actually some in-field footage, if you could call it that, because it's now June 2019. We're doing our Be Social Challenge. There's actually a link down for it below with some other resources that I talk about in here. But listen up, guys, because when you are getting social and you're not used to it, and there's a lot of problems with talking to women these days, you get Me Too'd and all this sort of stuff, there's some stuff that you got to do. And we're going to talk about that. And if you do it, I can guarantee you this, and you follow the steps that I lay out in here, you're gonna have a good social life, which is going to then lead to a foundation of self, a dating life, and a good sex life. I know you want that. I know you want that. So listen up. Booyah.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Mayeda, and I'm a men's coach in Austin, Texas. I'm a BJJ practitioner, a Wim Hof enthusiast. I have an amazing family, 4 awesome boys and a beautiful wife. And what this podcast is about being the better man. What we talk about is tried and true because we've been doing it with groups of men just like you for over 12 years. Listen up, and I hope you enjoy.
So right now in June 2019, we're doing a Be Social Challenge. Definitely look for that. It's something that I'm gonna keep going. I'll put a link down below for you to be able to sign up and get access for it. It's really, really affordable. I make it like dirt cheap, so kind of everybody can do it. But I do want an investment because I just don't want people sign up for free because they never respect your stuff in that. But in that, we have a couple of guys, and the way that the lesson for the Be Social Challenge is that it's for 14 days, but we actually keep the group around for a month, and you have 7 lessons. Each one of those lessons has a lesson for a beginner or somebody with social anxiety or is just getting started in dating and so on. It also has a lesson for somebody who's intermediate, like where you date but you don't really know how to make this all work. It also has a lesson for advanced guys who might be recovering pickup guys or guys that are good with women but just want to get great and really, really hone in towards intent and all this sort of stuff. But the main point of this whole thing is to be social. Meaning that we were born to be social, we're born to be sexual. That in order to have all the urges that we have fulfilled of being social, like our fulfillment, our essence as a man, our feeling of masculinity, our feeling and desire of femininity, those things are all within you. That nothing can be taken away. A divorce, a bad day, bad beliefs, they can't be taken away. If I can get you social, if I can get you connected, we're there. And so a lot of the guys on this challenge right now have social anxiety, or they might have some negative beliefs around women. Like one of the guys was talking about, like, if I go around the trail to my house, if I hit on women, I might get Me Too'd. You know, women caused me to lose my job. Other guys might have social anxiety. They just don't want to leave the house. Guys, I want to give you a map for this that's very, very important. And again, look at the links down below, take advantage of them, get involved with what we're doing. It's really, really important. I have mad access to help you guys out with these things, but you do have to put in the work and you do have to take that extra step to get there. So what's interesting about this is I started doing the exercises myself today. I went out to Zilker Park. I was with my kid, I was with my dog, which kind of makes things a little bit easier, but we're gonna get to why that's important to open up and talk to people. And it's crazy because when I did this, the first thing that happened was I got to the park and my kid wet his pants, which is really my fault, but it had us go back and we couldn't really be social. And the sad part was we were already kind of being social. It was a great day to give examples and to create video footage of it and so on. But then today I went out again and we're there. It's a beautiful day. It was more beautiful than it is right now. It's dusk right now. And I got to the park. Forecast said it was going to be beautiful all day. Starts raining for about 30 minutes. It just is pouring. Everybody leaves the park. But I stuck around and it started to get better, and then I had to pick my other son up from school. It's hard doing all of this, like being an entrepreneur, being a dad, being a men's coach, and also being social in all these different ways. And so what happened in those last couple minutes were important. Now, I'm at a park. I have a dog. I have my kid with me. and we're playing. And I'm also taking pictures the whole time. Now in that's fairly easy for me to start a conversation, and here's why. Is because I'm doing something. And so the first thing, if you have social anxiety, if you are a beginner, if you're somebody that is not yet socialized with people, or you just got a divorce, or it's tough and these types of things, your environment that you're being social in, you need to be doing what that environment asks to do. So if that's a bar, you're watching sports and drinking. I don't drink, so I watch sports and I drink a soda water. That's what I do at a bar, or whatever. If it's a nightclub, then I'm gonna hang out at the bar and dance or do whatever. Well, I really don't dance, but I'm gonna do what that nightclub entails. If I'm at a cafe, I'm going to be doing the primary function of that. Now, what's interesting about all of this, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too deep, but if you're in a restaurant, if you're in a cafe, if you're in a nightclub, if you're in any of those things, those places did all of that, attracted all these people, got beautiful women to come there, got an environment with $1,000 TVs all over it, just so you could be there. But in order for you to be there, you need to do what is necessary. I see so many guys that try and parasite into maybe walking around an exercise trail. Get into exercise if you're going to do that. If you're going to go to a yoga class, do yoga. And the best thing that you can do is, if you do that yoga, is that you can start learning some basic social skills to start to connect with people, and it's a lot easier. So here's the exercise that I was doing today. I just did the say hello exercise. I'll put the PDF down below so you guys can just download it for free, but really look into doing the challenge. It'll help you. If you just download the PDF, you're probably not going to do anything with it, but on the small chance that you do, awesome, that's great, I hope you do. But if you need some help and like calls and a community and people backing you in daily videos, do the challenge, okay? It's really, really a good thing. So basically, I was saying hello to people, asking a question, and then saying, hey, I'm done with this. Now here's what I forgot about being in that kind of entry level of communication, because I like to talk, I like to have a conversation, I like to really connect with people, but that's not the protocol if you're a beginner. And I know if you're a beginner, you might be going, show me how to fuck chicks, show me how to get these girls and so on. I get it, that's awesome. Hold on, I'm gonna change the shot here. Man, I don't know if you can see this, but it is just so awesome. It's so nice. It rained, so there's all this water on the ground. It's good. I really love visual stuff, and it's so funny because when I do interviews, there are 3 camera shoots, and I always screw something up because I got to do the audio, the 3 cameras, I got to man them, as well as interview somebody, which is the most important part. And man, I blow a lot. But when I'm doing stuff on my own, or just one camera, or, oh man, I hope this looks as good as it does to me. That's my gift to you. Or maybe not, I don't know, you might not be into it. So the thing is that when we're being social in these different environments, I was just kind of saying hello to people, asking a question, and then ending it. And the reason why that's important is because, one, I have to be in the environment. So I'm at a park, I have cameras that I'm taking pictures of my kid and running around with my dog. In the meantime, I'm saying hi to people and asking them how their day's going. I might ask them about what they're doing and so on. And I tried my best, but there were only 3 females there that showed up in the 45 minutes that I was there. To talk to them, to really make it a point that, man, I'm not going to be seen as a rapist, or it shouldn't be weird, or to say hello to somebody shouldn't be unnatural, especially if I'm doing what people do in a park. And you don't need a kid, you don't need a dog, but bring a Frisbee, which I also had, or bring something that people do, read a book. But it's so easy to talk to people in those environments. Now, I will say one of the girls was like kind of weirded out. But the thing with that is that I am just saying hello. There's no reason for her to be weirded out. So I kept talking to her, and I forget exactly what I said. It's on camera. Maybe I can review the footage, but I was like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, man, da-da-da. And she kind of looked at me funny, like, why would you ask this? And I'm like, man, I'm just saying hi, it's cool, it's all good. See, if I have a positive tonality, if I have a smile on my face, if I'm purely being social, then good things happen. Now I get it, you want to date, how do I show intent? But guys, look, let me tell you, if you're trying to date, if you're trying to push sexuality, which I want you to do, and which I will show you to do, which I am excellent at, which I am superlative at. I've literally taught thousands upon thousands of men who start from 0 to do that. But if you do that and you don't know how to talk to somebody, you're going to fail. See, there's a subtle art to it, and it's not that big of a deal, but if you're desperate, if you're needy, if you're too oversexed and horny and all these different things, yes, you come across like a predator. You come across like a creep. I don't want you to come across like a creep, so learn to be social first. Which brings me to the last thing that I want to talk about here, and that is this. I need you to stop reading and talking about and gossiping about how bad men have it. If you look at that and you get caught up in that, that is only going to help you isolate and alienate yourself more. And what that does when you're in isolation is any sort of problems that you have become magnified and you don't know it because you think they're the solution. Meaning that you start going like, oh my God, women are out to get me. Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh my God, once again, the courts have ruled against men and masculinity and yada, yada, yada. Look, I get it. There's problems out there and they are for real. But if you get any of those problems, your job isn't going to be to bitch more in the manosphere and pick up a megaphone about it. Your job is going to be, how do I fix this? And how do I fix this is not going to be on a Reddit board. It's going to be with you and people with boots on the ground close to you, and you are going to be responsible for yourself. That all being said, how this gets in the way of being social is because judgment, anger, frustration, blame, isolation, and confusion are qualities of scarcity. They are qualities of a scarcity mindset that only keeps you from being yourself, connecting with another person. Meaning that if I'm going to connect with another person, it's a scale of have and have nots and taking and power and balance of all these different things, or I might get screwed over. Whereas seduction, empathy, connection are none of those things. I need you guys to connect. So number one, if you have social anxiety and you're just getting started to talk to people, or you're you've been out of the dating scene, you've been married for a while, all these different things of the guys that are currently in our Be Social group, which is a group of 30, who are basically telling me what their beginner level is. Man, you need to learn empathy. You need to learn to get connected with people. You need to learn to have fun with this. And your fun is going to be different than my fun. But you need to find it. And there's all sorts of different ways to have it. But if you walk in trying to get laid, or if you walk in with the quickest, most efficient pickup, red pill, power play, whatever the hell you want to call it, you're going to creep some people out and you're not going to get anywhere. Like I said, I've done this for a long time. I've taught thousands and thousands of men. I really have a huge following of guys who do this, who you can meet on the Austin Men's Development Board, and I want you guys to grow with it. So follow what I'm saying. If you want the resources down below, get them. I'll put the PDF for day one in there, as well as even maybe should I put it in the video link? Anyway, whatever. Be a part of the challenge if you really want to take up how to be social. It's really good. It's great stuff. It's a part of an amazing community, and I'm going to stop talking because I'm like overselling it at this point. But it's very important that you learn to be friendly and be normal and be connecting. And one last caveat here. I don't care if you're already good at talking to people and your only problem is talking to hot chicks. Just do what I say. I've done this a long time and I get it. Man, did I need to add that? Hey, go out and say hello. Bye.